Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about how a woman feels when she realizes you're gone. Okay, so there are two categories that we're going to go into here, and that is if she has feelings for you and women that don't have feelings for you, and how a woman who doesn't have feelings for you will feel when she realizes that you're gone. So if she has feelings for you, what she will feel is a sense of regret. It could be that she feels panicked, and she is fearing that she has lost you. So what will happen if she fears that she's losing you, and she's regretting that she could have lost you? She will reach out to you eventually. Okay, that's how one of the biggest ways that you'll know that she regrets how she treated you, or the fact that she rejected you, whatever it may be that's happened here. So when she realizes that you're gone, a woman that likes you will try to do something about it. But that might not happen immediately. It might happen in a couple of weeks, maybe even a couple of months. But eventually the truth will come out and she will display in some way or another that she still likes you and that she's worried that she's lost you. So how this will probably manifest then is she'll probably send you a message. She may not directly say in that message that she regrets losing you. She might not say directly that she wants to get back together with you, she wants to continue dating you. She may not say any of those things. But it'll be something random like, hey, how are you? Or she'll send something that she thinks you might find funny, like a funny reel or a meme or something along those lines. So this is what I realized with an ex that tried to come back into my life. Okay, so what happened was we'd broken up and we, for whatever reason, were no longer friends on Facebook. I can't remember if she unfriended me or if I unfriended her. I don't really remember the whole story completely correctly. But what I do remember is that after about 3 weeks of me not talking to her, she came back, okay, and she re-added me on Facebook. I accepted it because I thought that maybe she just wanted to stalk me or whatever, and I was like, fine, you can stalk me, I don't care. And then she messaged me after about a day or so after I accepted the friend request, and she said something like, hey, how are you? And she clearly wanted to see me again, because we started talking about meeting up again, and because of the past experience that I'd had with her, I basically said no to that, and we no longer communicated, and I didn't meet her ever again. So that's how I know. If she didn't want to see me again, if she didn't want to continue dating me, if she didn't want to go back into a relationship with me, then she wouldn't have allowed us to even talk about meeting up. Okay? So just a little bit of background on that. I have spoken about this relationship before, but basically we was kind of together for about 3 months, and I noticed that there was some lying going on her part. She was lying about really ridiculous things too. So I'm pretty sure she was a compulsive liar. So for example, she was telling me a story one week, okay, and then the next week she would tell me the exact same story, but there would be different people in the story. So it was almost like she was using like these weird punchlines that she'd thought about and these weird stories, and then she would just repeat them again the next week because she'd forgotten that she told me them, with different people involved in those stories. And it just really creeped me out, and that's why we did end things, and that's why I broke up with her. I was looking for that way out, basically, right? And that's also the reason why I decided that I didn't want to keep on seeing her when she did actually reach out to me again, because I can't be with someone who was like that. And that was probably about 10 years ago now when that happened. So, wow, time does fly. So that's what you'll see. If a woman is attracted to you still, and she and you want to know how she feels when she realizes that you're gone, is that she will go into a state of panic. She will fear losing you, and she will reach out to you in some way. But what you'll find with my ex is that she didn't say to me, I miss you, I want to see you, I want to be in a relationship with you again. She didn't say any of those things. She just re-added me on Facebook. So that was her testing the waters, I guess you could say. And then she messaged me and she said, hey, how are you? So it's not going to be very clear cut, okay? But if a woman is messaging you, it's a good sign, okay? As long as there's no ulterior motive. Because if she's messaging you and says, hey, how are you? And you're like, yeah, I'm good, thanks, how are you? And she's like, yeah, I'm great. By the way, is it right if I come and pick up this from your house? Or is it right if you've got kids? Is it right if you pick up Timmy from football practice today? Then there's an ulterior motive there. That's the real reason she was messaging you. But if she messages you and she's trying to prolong the conversation, yeah, and she's asking about how you are, but she's solely inquiring about you and just being chatty with you, and she's not asking anything of you, or she's not asking if she can do something like come and pick up her stuff, anything to do with finalizing the relationship, then that is a sign. If she's not doing any of those things, and that is a sign that she just wants to talk to you and that she wants to probably see you, okay? So if you still have feelings for her, then what you'll do is you'll facilitate getting together, because she's waiting basically for you to be the more bolder one, to be the leader and to say, okay, how about we meet up? But only do that if that's something that you truly want as well, okay? Don't go back, don't do what I did or what I almost did, and then, try to, meet up with someone that you're not really that interested in. Okay, and that's one of the things that I'm really glad that I actually did do, which was to stop myself from seeing her just out of boredom or because I wasn't really dating anyone else at that time. So it's just, don't do things just because don't go back to people, don't go back to women just because you're bored and you don't have anyone else. Especially if you know that they're not good for you and you know that they're not really a good person, or they've got some part of their personality that you don't like. There's no point spending time with those people. No point. It's a waste of time. So what about a woman then who doesn't have any feelings for you? How will she feel when she realizes that you're gone? So basically what she'll feel is this. She'll feel happy, perhaps. She'll feel relief that you're gone, or she may just feel nothing because she has no feelings for you. Okay, so one of the reasons why she might feel relief is because perhaps maybe you've been talking to her, and maybe she keeps on blowing you off. Maybe you keep on asking to see her and she keeps on giving you excuses. But when you stop doing that, she will feel relief because she no longer has to figure out and find ways to let you down gently anymore. And she no longer has to talk to you, and she no longer has to just interact with you in any way because you're gone. You're not talking to her anymore, so she feels relief. Okay, so those are the emotions that a woman may feel if she doesn't have feelings for you anymore and you are gone. Okay, so what I want to end this video with is this. Okay, you got to let go of trying to figure out how she feels about you. Okay, you got to let go of how she is reacting to your disappearance, because that puts you still in a very weak position, because you're so focused basically on her and how she feels and how your actions are affecting her and all these different things. And really all this comes down to is whatever happened with this woman, if it didn't work out, then it's the best thing for you to do is to just let it go. Let her go and just find a woman who has more of an interest in you, who has more enthusiasm for you, because I truly believe that your life will just be so much more easier if you just focus on those women who do have a high interest in you. Now, it may be the case that you met a woman, okay, and she had a high interest to begin with, and then it suddenly just dropped out of nowhere, okay, and you're just completely confused as to what happened. Now, one of the main things that I see with this specific scenario is this, right? She shows high attraction, and then all of a sudden she just disappears, and you can't get her on the phone anymore, you can't meet her on a date anymore. what usually has happened is not usually anything that you've done that's wrong. Sometimes it is. Maybe you're too needy, maybe you're too insecure, maybe you messaged her too much, maybe you was calling her up too much, that kind of thing. Maybe that happened. But most of the time, you probably didn't do anything wrong. Most of the time, you probably did actually everything right, or the things that you did do were very insignificant that it shouldn't really have swayed her attraction that far. So what did happen then? Well, usually what I see that's happened is that woman had a bigger crush on someone else, or still had feelings for their ex, and basically that crush came into their life, or wanted to be in their life and maybe wanted to start dating them, or started talking to them again. Or their ex came back into the picture, the ex that they had more of an emotional investment in. So basically, if she has a higher emotional investment in someone else, so for example, her ex or her crush, and those people get involved in her life again, she's going to go back to them because she's known them longer, she's thought about them for longer, she's ruminated about them, her feelings have built for them for much stronger, basically. She has stronger feelings for them. And maybe she's only been out on a couple of dates with you, and maybe, yeah, it was really fun dates, and she maybe found you really, really attractive, but because her feelings were somewhere else, when those people came back, or that person came back, then she bolted, basically, and she couldn't help it because she had more of a stronger attraction for them, and they had a bigger pull on her than what you did. So sometimes it's not always your fault. So you just, I know it sucks and it's really confusing. Like, you're like what went wrong? What did I do? Because she was really attracted to me. Things were going really well. And then she just disappeared. What the hell? What happened? Well, that's probably what happened. That's probably what happened. Someone that she likes more just happened to come back into the picture. Okay, so that's just something else that I wanted to leave you with as well. So let go of how she feels. Just focus on women who are enthusiastic for you, that have high interest in you. And if a woman, for whatever reason, loses interest in you and it doesn't work out for whatever reason, then just let her go and find a new woman. Just keep on going. There's plenty of women out there, okay? So if you would like more tips, then you can go and read Attracting the Beautiful Woman of Your Dreams on my website, www.christineloveridge.com. And all you need to do is go to the website and then click on the menu of the page, and then you get a little drop down menu, and then just click on the book and it will take you right there to the PDF reader. You don't need to log in to the website. You don't need to sign up for anything. The book is just right there on the website. Okay? So you can get a physical copy if you like this one. It's got a nice discreet spine if you want it for your bookshelf, but you don't want anyone to know that you've got a dating book. And you can also get the Kindle version as well on Amazon, but it's not necessary because everything in this is on the website, and all that you'll need is a Wi-Fi connection, which you clearly have because you wouldn't be able to watch this video if you didn't have a Wi-Fi connection, even if you did download this video. Okay, if you are interested in talking to me about a specific situation, and you feel like you need coaching with me, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com and then just pick whichever coaching option works best for you. At this current time, I'm only doing emails just because of my busy lifestyle. It's just much more easier and efficient for me to answer emails. And also, what's great about the emails is that you can write down anything about and everything about your situation. Okay, because sometimes during calls, what happens is a lot of guys tend to forget some details that they'd wish they'd told me, but they can't tell me those things because they've already paid for the coaching's already done. And but with an email, what I tell people is when they've purchased coaching, I say, send me as much detail as possible about your situation. Tell me everything, and then if you tell me everything and you've got everything detailed, you've got all the details there, then I can answer more efficiently because you've given me absolutely everything. Okay, so then I've got a whole big good worldview of what's happened, and then I'm able to give you the best advice that I possibly can give on your specific situation. Okay, so that's why I only do emails at this current time as well, and also because most of the time I'm looking after my child as well because I'm a full-time mother. Okay, it's just easier for me to answer emails. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.